Hey, what's good? It's Coach Rashid, and I am here to bring you something so cool. Oh my gosh, this is something that is so exciting. Before I kick it off, I like to give you a little preamble, a little context. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna do something that I don't really do. If you like what you see, if you think that this is gonna be hot, like it's always, then go ahead and click the like button, share it out so you can watch it with some of your friends and your comrades and some of your investment partners. And then y'all can discuss this great opportunity right after you see it all at the same time. It's kind of like a watch party of sorts, right? So I'm just trying to help you out. Anyway, hit the notification bell. Definitely hit the like and share buttons because we want everybody to know that transportation is being disrupted by one of the most positive, up and coming, trending, exciting, um, secure, and highly advanced technology that we really haven't seen it work this way. Um, this one is coming and it's coming fast. It has been around for about a year, doing its R&D, doing its research, and doing its testing, making sure that the systems work properly because it's physically going to be interacting with people. Then they want this to work right. Um, I did a little research on the CEO of this company that I'm talking about, and sometimes we talk about crypto and blockchain because these are digital apps. These are platforms that have really a non-physical aspect to them. When you're talking about trading, you're talking about staking, talk about yield farming, you're talking about hodling, you're talking about, tokens and these type of things. A lot of times it's only online. So there's really no extensive research and extensive information to provide. You really kind of have to do your due diligence based upon the type of platform it is. And it really falls in the category of an app or a platform. You really can't call it a business if it doesn't have any infrastructure. Well, guess what? This is a business. So if you see my video that I put out a couple of days ago, it talked about demystifying crypto, really showing you, giving you clarity, strategy, and opportunity. This is that opportunity of the real world case, real world use case, real world asset, taking the physical onto the blockchain. This is that in its entirety. Like, I love what they're doing. It is a space that I'm very familiar with, and they're taking the blockchain, crypto, and not just those two emerging technologies, they're taking AI and they're taking Web3, and then they're bringing in transportation. This is so powerful. Like, if you don't want to be first in something like this, then you're missing out. So I don't want you to miss out. There's a company called GFEL that is launching their ride sharing. They're revolutionizing urban mobility because it's starting off as really focused on ride hailing, ride sharing, right? So they want to make sure that they have a better mousetrap. There are people out there that go to these tourist areas in the Gulf, they will jump in a taxi and go. They'll jump in an Uber, they'll jump in some ride sharing or ride hailing, and maybe take a bus, they'll take a train, they'll take sub, they'll take something. But if you've been to the Middle East, Dubai, is a big tourist area, then you know that when you get off the plane, you go into your hotel, you need to have transportation to get there. Some people have private cars, which is cool. The buses sometimes are little buses that are catering to that hotel. They pick you up, they drop you off. That's great. But in between there, people that want that experience, you get your taxi. Well, what if you could elevate that experience with Next Ride, which is the app, revolutionary app that has partnered with agents like Boltim, which is like a WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook on steroids. Like, it does it all, Boltim. And it's the one that's recognized as the social media platform in the Gulf, right? So that's recognized as one of those you can use for social media, and you can use it for calling, physical, like voice calls, and you can use it for texting, and you can use it for making purchases with crypto. Boom! Didn't know that, did you? So they have an app that they're utilizing this particular um, program in order to facilitate crypto payments. And they're the first ones to do it. Then, not only are they bringing Votum, they're actually utilizing the Ripple ledger in order to make that work. And if you understand Ripple, you know that Ripple is the creator of XRP. But Ripple is an actual hybrid blockchain that facilitates cross-border payments. So they are using that particular ledger, just like in Dubai. Dubai's land department is using the Ripple ledger in order to do tokenized real estate in Dubai. So Ripple is big in Dubai. So that's where they're using that app to facilitate the crypto payments through Bodum. Then when you're in the taxi, you get an opportunity to be entertained with HoloRide, which is another revolutionary program that's associated with the NextRide app. And then on top of that, they're taking it to another level, and they're actually going to be launching their GFEL tokens on four different exchanges. And three of them is dynamite, and the other one is the fire. So it's powerful, period, point blank, right? Now, I always get this question. What does that have to do with me over here in the US when you're talking about something that's launching in the Gulf? I'm talking about it from an investor perspective. I'm looking at great opportunities that I can put some, funds in and get a great return because it works, because it's something fascinating, because it's amazing and it's cutting edge and it's got this blockchain, crypto base. Then I'm looking at it, I'm reviewing it, I'm checking it out. And guess what? After having those conversations with the CEO, with the COO, and the top producers in the organization, I'm like, this has got to be something that I want in my portfolio. It's dynamic, right? So I'm excited because, yes, I did have that conversation. I was referred by a top agent in Thailand to these particular leaders and of this company, the owners actually of the company, to see if we could bring it to the U.S. as far as from an investment perspective, not the actual cars, not the actual road sharing or road hailing program, but we want to first see if we can expand it out and see if anybody in the U.S. would like to be a part of this program, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to make a pitch right now to anybody and everybody, and I don't do this that often, right? I come on, I give you information, you make a decision. I'm trying to build a massive, massive group that sees these cutting edge, new, trend setting opportunities. If you're looking for something that's different, if you're looking for something that's new, if you're looking for something that's revolutionary, that has disrupted an industry that hasn't been done before, and you do have a crypto enthusiasm as I do, I'm looking for you. I'm building a network that really sees this as one of those once in a lifetime opportunities. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm reaching out to you if that's you. If that's not you, that's okay because there's great opportunities abound and you can choose whatever one that feels right to you. But this one right here, we are launching this thing. We have a great following. I got an amazing community already, but I'm looking for additional. I'm really reaching out to just people that are in the crypto space. If you're not really, but you see it happening, you see that in my last video, I talked about the different regulations that are coming out of the different countries, including America. So you know that they're putting guardrails on how crypto is done, how blockchain is done. They're already regulating it. So you can't say, oh my gosh, if I invest in this and my money gets tied up or something, am I going to have any recourse? Well, there's regulations in Dubai, which was the pioneer of blockchain regulations. And if you are screwing up over there with people's money, guess what? They will get you. They will penalize you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. But today, there's report after there's reports that are public that you can see that yes, you screw up, they're going to get you because they know that people around the globe are participating and now they're taking action when they do find those bad actors. So no, I mean, if your risk tolerance is not there, then there's that's okay, right? I'm not here to make you make a decision that you don't want to make, but I do want to appeal to the people that see this as a great opportunity. If you're looking for something new, something cutting edge, something that's emerging, then this one is definitely for you. So, with that being said, I actually had to take a break. I'm back, but I want to go ahead and reveal this actual opportunity to you. I'm going to highlight a few things, some key points, because I've done the presentation a few times. There's a lot more information that I want to bring to you, but I want to give it to you in portions. So let me go ahead and see if I can bring up this really good video, gives you a little insight, and then we'll jump into the presentation. And after we jump into the presentation, then I will take you to the back office so you can kind of get an idea of how this works. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and let's see if we can give you some quality. So thank you for being here, though. So let's go ahead and kick this off.
Imagine a ride-hailing platform that reduces your carbon footprint, lets you control pricing, and cuts ride costs by 20% or more. What if your ride didn't just take you places, but also slashed city traffic and turned every car into an entertainment hub? Gulf EL will do exactly that. With 10 years of experience scaling fleets like Black Cab and Meridian Taxi, managing 1,500 plus cars, we are bringing a proven model to the GCC, a $5.58 billion market growing at 5.46% annually. While competitors struggle with driver shortages, cancellations, and quality control, we own the cars, control the supply, and guarantee reliability, building the first asset-based ride-hailing platform in the GCC. This is Gulf EL, the future of ride-hailing built today.
All right, so as you can tell, this is just a quick snapshot of what the program is about. It really gave you some background about the actual CEO with the 10 years experience doing this in Europe, doing it in the UK, and then you have his partner that I've talked with the most. He's out of Romania, but he has the engineering and the blockchain space. He's got that background going. So they got the right people behind the project, which I really like. And they got public information out there so you can do the research if you like. In addition to that, they're disrupting this industry that hasn't been disrupted before, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can't give you a little insight to what they're doing at this time. So when we're talking about disrupting this particular industry of transportation and urban mobility, we're talking about GFEL. They have the vision, they got the strategy, and they are creating a revolution. So with that being said, I want to take you really to their vision, what this company is about, and give it to you in this succinct um, explanation. Because I'm not going through all the slides, not going to make this long, but I want to give this to you in a very condensed and summarized version. And I'm sure it'll pique your interest if you're interested in something like this. And if you want the full white paper, if you want to go into more detail, then definitely get in touch with me and we'll make that happen for you. GovL is a decentralized electric ride-hailing AI platform that leverages blockchain technology to create transparency, security, and cost-effectiveness in the ride-hailing industry. It operates on the GFEL token, aiming to revolutionize traditional ride-hailing by connecting riders directly with drivers, focusing on electric cars, which is something that they're going to be adding more of that. And they're going to be adding what they call robotaxi or the autonomous driving vehicles later. With its Taxi 3.0 vision, GovL empowers both drivers and riders through zero commission fees, unique dynamic pricing, and driver customization options. The platform fosters a self-sustaining ecosystem with open governance, incentivizing active participation from drivers, partners, and riders. GoFL strives to create a community-driven network benefiting all stakeholders, right? And I can expound on all of these parts, but just look at my previous videos if you kind of want to get into more detail with that. But I will highlight some key points here in a minute. Additionally, GovL's AI features predictive AI features are predictive algorithms, dynamic pricing, route optimization, advanced matching, demand forecasting, feedback loops, personalized recommendation, and safety features, optimizing waiting times and cost to enhance the ride sharing experience. So, in a nutshell, some of the additional benefits that you heard there that are, just listed at all these like crazy benefits that you hear and really don't really understand the magnitude. What they're telling you here is that they're using AI and they're using all these different apps to bring you an experience that no other company is doing. And that's why they listed so many things. The dynamic pricing, how did that pricing? They have negotiated pricing that the AI actually controls. So you don't have to wait on somebody. You don't have to, go back and forth with haggling. They have something that's already built in, right? And so they got a subscription model. They got crypto. I mean, there's so many things that they're adding that nobody else is doing. So that's just powerful in itself. All right. So as we said, you have the GFEL token, which is a utility token. That's part of the actual experience. So if you have a subscription and you're riding in the taxi, you probably use the utility token to purchase that subscription or to purchase that ride. And with that, you're able to purchase the security token. So that's right there where, if you understand tokenomics, they are doing things to increase the value of both tokens. One you use for the utility, and then that same one you use to purchase the security token. Like, how cool is that? The security token only has 1 million tokens, but the actual utility token, GFEL, has over a billion. So pretty cool. So something to remember, actually. All right. Um, the integration of charging stations into the program. So they do have the objective of having over 200,000 app downloads featuring exclusive features. They got the developed charging point management system. They have provide technological advanced charging service unparalleled in the market. So if you read through all of this and a couple other just focused on the white paper where it breaks down each section, the charging stations, they actually have their own charging point management. That system is going to be a kind of a standalone where you can actually um, um, white label. You can have a white label solution, your business, and you actually have, let's say you have a fleet of EV cars, then you can actually use their system and you can put your branding on it and go. That's another profit model that they are adding as well. So there's a lot of aspects to this, but let's move into the tokenomics. So for those that say, you know what, Rashid, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I believe that there's an opportunity here from an investment perspective. So let me give you a quick piece of the tokenomics that matters to you, right? And me, of course. You have the private sale. Cut to the chase. We're not talking about seed. We're not talking about strategic. We're talking the private sale is going on right now. So that private sale, you have at least 2 weeks to a month left for that. So you can think about it. We can talk about it. Private sale, you have 250 million tokens at 2 cents each that they are distributing. You make your purchase, you're going to get them at 2 cents each, and they're going to vest for 10 months. What does that mean? That means that when it actually launches after stage three, they're going to launch on the exchange for 12 cents. You get them for 2 cents, they're going to launch for 12 cents. Now, that process, as the vetting goes, a vesting period, then you're basically going to be able to cash out 10% every month for 10 months. So that schedule is it could move from the time that you have the tokens, and then you have to give it time to offer the ICO, the ICO like IPO, that's what that ICO is. And so they're going to start offering when it goes public, hits the exchange, then they're going to start offering them for 4 cent, they offer them for 6 cent, then 8 cent, and then that's when boom, hits the exchange, 12 cent, and now you have 6x your money. And if we can grow this thing, we can bring in, massive amounts of investment, then that 12 cent can become something different, right? That's how tokenomics works. If the demand is there, if the exchange says, wow, these guys are serious and they got a big following, then the price will respond to that. So if you want a 6, 10, or 25x your investment over the next 2 years, then you definitely want to be part of this. All right. So, like I said, there's 1 billion tokens that are available for the GFEL tokens. If you're looking at it from a security token investment, then there's only 1 million tokens available for that. Okay. So, and then you get about 20% a year yield on your security tokens. All right. So, with that being said, let's say you are one of those out there that looks for great opportunities, has a massive network, and you want to bring something of quality to that network, and you have an umbrella or you have an organization that brings in diverse projects so that you can continually build and continually grow your income and your community's income. Well, if you want everybody to benefit, then here's a way that you can make that happen. So you can invest in, let's say you come in and you purchase $5,000 worth of tokens. Then you bring that to your community. They're excited as well, and they start to invest. Well, guess what? Every time somebody invests that you directly sponsor, then you're going to get paid 10% on that first level. And then it goes to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1%. Just that simple. Okay. This is not an affiliate program. This is not a network marketing program, but they just want to say, hey, look, if you can help us get the word out there, then we will give you some bonuses. And that's all that really is. Okay. So you're not taken out of the pocket of anybody, and you get bonus tokens as well. And I'll show you that right now. So the bonus tokens come in over here. I think, let me go here right quick. But yeah, so I'll talk about the bonus tokens in a minute because I'm gonna go to the back office and I'm gonna show you all that. So key technologies that we have here, and this is what I'm so excited about, is the Next Ride app. It gives you all of these technologies: AI for mapping and personalization, VR entertainment, cryptocurrency payment gateway, machine learning. So it basically can personalize your trips based on the behavior. So if you've taken this particular ride program before and you've done it a few times and you've plugged in information, that app is going to start responding to you, and it will actually prompt you, and it will get your tax, and it will be waiting for you without you ever having to do it again. Pretty powerful. Loyalty program. So you obviously would benefit with some incentives if you have a subscription model and so on and so forth. The personalization is next level. Financial flexibility, user engagement, immersive VR entertainment while you're riding, efficiency AI, and machine learning, optimize routes, reduce delays, anticipate user needs. I mean, there's so much there for you to benefit from. Um, and so to give you a picture of how this system actually works, right? Predict destination. This is so you have a subscription. You've been riding in this taxi and this service, and it's more than a taxi. It's like a ride hailing urban mobility, you know, revolution. So it'll basically capture that information because AI is in full effect, right? So now you get you the right driver, get you the right route, um, got your entertainment already logged in, validate your payment already because you have a subscription. You don't even have to worry about that. It just basically shows up. They know, the type of driver, they know the route that you normally take. They know what you want to watch while you're riding. I mean, this is great stuff. So the luxury is there and the personalization is there, and it's really something that nobody else is doing. You write the ride execution, so you have, actually the driver gets there, you do that piece of it. All this is recorded in the database and is protected on the blockchain. And so then it knows your behaviors. And so when you're finishing work, your ride is already there without you even calling because it knows exactly what to do and when to do it. So that's something that the app is able to do. So I think that's pretty cool as well. So I'm just saying these are some fascinating things from the app perspective. And so if you're going to invest in something, you kind of want to know what it is and why it's so powerful. That's really why I think it's something that you kind of want to be involved with. Okay. Um, I want to go, let's go to the back office. Let's take a look at that. I can show you some of the plans that you can jump in and get involved in. Cool. All right, so when you log in, this is your dashboard. You got your team, you got your tokens, you got your withdrawals, all this and that, right? And your link is there. So if you want to earn that 10%, 5%, all the way down to 1%, then your referral link is there. So of course, like I said, they want to make sure that if you introduce somebody, you get the benefits, right? So that happens right there. And you have the shop. So you want to determine, okay, well, I know, I mean, like I said, I got a partner that said, look, how do I get 1 million tokens? And I was like, oh, okay. Because I said, oh, wait a minute, there's bonuses associated with that. So if you look at the bonuses, so you can go to 25,000, which is cool. But if you actually want to rock this, you got the 10,000 and 7,000. So that gives you, with the bonuses, 650,000 tokens and 426,000 tokens. So that puts you over 1 million tokens. So you can go that route if you want. I think that's a pretty cool thing to do. If that's what you're looking to do, right? And so you look here, like with the $5,000 premium package, you get 250,000, but they're going to give you 38,000 as a bonus, so that gets you 288,000 tokens. That's gonna at launch when it hits, launching at 12 cent, that's going to put you in at about a $34,000 valuation right off the top. Like that's how cool it is, right? So if you want to 6x your money like from day one, then that's something that you want to consider as well as we go and build this thing, right? And so that's what I kind of want people to remember is, you know, you can have the 280,000 as 34 or 35,000 in value as soon as they list them. So pretty powerful. Now, here's something that they've, let me look. I always forget this part. So let's say, for instance, you do go with one of these packages. Let's say you buy $1,000 package. You click that button. Here's what's so cool. You can actually determine how you want to pay, right? You hit the place order and it says pay with crypto or pay with credit card. I have never talked about this piece. And I just totally forget that you can actually pay with credit or debit card. So let's say you have your crypto on one of those like an Ultimo or Visa, whatever. You can actually use that to pay. So you don't have to use your crypto wallet or go through any of that rigmarole. You don't have to go to your bank and say, please don't decline my conversion. You can actually just go straight to your credit or debit card and plug it in and it's all good, right? So just really wanted to remember to put that out there because when you have a platform that accepts credit or debit cards, that means that they are already approved by a legitimate FINRA, FinTech, you know, money system, Visa and MasterCard, that is global and it is regulated, right? They could not even bring that onto their platform if they weren't regulated. So remember that when you're trying to decide where you want to invest your money. Okay. But yeah, GoFL is a phenomenal platform. And you can always find great videos on my YouTube channel about this platform. But if you got any questions, get in touch with me. But that's really what you need right there to get you in the game. And look, we're trying to build this network in the US. We got people all over the globe, but I'm really trying to get the US on board. So if you're looking at something unique and you really, you know, want something that looks like it's gonna do, something different than anything else out there, this is where you want to start. All right. So anyway, I appreciate that. Look forward to working with you. Definitely like the video. You know, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then I request you to do so. Like I said, I don't normally talk about these things. I just get on here and I put it out there, but I think it's worth at least asking people, do that. Do that. It costs you nothing. Click the button, become a member of the channel. There's no cost involved, but it does help me to reach more people so that we can help people get away from those crazy programs, bring them into things solid like this. All right. So appreciate your time. Hope